back to my channel. My name is Arlyne Sanjines and welcome to what my 10-month-old eats in a day. I'm going to be sharing everything she eats. We have done baby-led weaning. And I will answer a few questions at the very end of the video. Some questions that you guys ask me often, like why we chose this, why this is helpful. So stick to the very end if you guys want to see a lot of that stuff. But basically, I'm going to share breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And also keep in mind, I will just put timestamps of what times she nursed. Just because I didn't share it in the video. I've shared it in a lot of like my day in the life videos, so I will link those videos down below, but I just didn't feel it was necessary to share all of the nursing sessions in this video. But I will just let you guys know, just so you have an idea of like what times she nurses and then what time she has her solid foods. Because I know whenever I first started, I was really curious as to like how that would work and when to feed her solids, if she just finished nursing, or you know, that whole thing. So I will put that there just so that it's helpful. Also keep in mind, I am no nutritionist, not a pediatrician obviously, so I'm just sharing what I think is best for my baby. So keep all that in mind, and a lot of this is just to give you guys ideas. I know I like to watch other videos like this because, like I said, like it's hard coming up with what foods, and especially what clean foods to feed your baby, especially when they're just trying something new. So I'll share what my 10-month-old eats. If you guys end up enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your post notifications, and let's jump into it. Okay, so while Weston plays with her outside, this has kind of been our routine while I make breakfast, which is just a quick oatmeal. So I'll show you guys just quickly what I do. Okay, these are the ingredients I'm going to use for her oatmeal. This is the 3 Trees almond milk. It's the cleanest almond milk I have found. It's only 2 ingredients. It's literally almonds and water, some organic strawberries, organic peanut butter, and then again, I make sure to check the ingredients. Literally the only ingredient is dry roasted almonds, peanuts, dry roasted organic peanuts. And then the oatmeal is just organic steel cut oats. I have tried the regular style oats and she likes those too. So it just kind of depends on what I have. So I just start by heating up the almond milk. Quick thing I want to mention and point out is that Meadow does eat 90-95% organic. That's just by choice, obviously. She's still a baby, and that's not to say that I even eat fully organic, because I don't. It's literally because she just started eating real foods. She was in my womb. She was just created. She was drinking breast milk for over 6 months of her life. She's still drinking my breast milk. So I want to make sure that what I'm putting in her body is like the cleanest possible. So that's why I choose to go organic for her right now. Down the road, I'm sure it's not going to stay organic like this, but obviously I want to make the effort and I want to try to give her the best possible. So that's why I do that, and that's why I'm mentioning that, because I feel like it's important. So I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And then another thing, so for oatmeal in the morning, I'm always changing it up. I always add different fruits, or like right now I'm adding peanut butter because I realized I haven't given her peanut butter in like 2 or 3 weeks. A quick snack that's worth a mention, something I always carry on me, literally it's just in my purse at all times, are the That's It bars. This one's just the apples and cherries, because if you guys look at the ingredients, literally the only ingredients are apples and cherries. That's it. That's why it's called the That's It. So I feel comfortable giving this to her, and I literally just kind of pick off little like bite-sized pieces and give them to her that way, and she'll kind of just chew it up in her mouth, and she loves these. She can literally eat the entire bar as kind of like a snack, and then she still wants like lunch after. So love these. Okay, so I have like 2 big huge spoonfuls of the oatmeal, adding in the mashed strawberries, that much of peanut butter. You can mix it all up. A great little hack when Weston's not here and I'm more of like on a time crunch and she's getting impatient is I'll do some applesauce. So I love this one right here, unsweetened. So it's just apples and it's cold, so it's in the fridge. So basically it just cools it all down. It obviously makes it taste delicious. I just make sure not to go too crazy because you don't need to add all the extra sugars, but voila, ready for her to eat. Okay, gotta put your bib on. The oatmeal.
You're my sweetheart. You're my sweetheart. Sweetheart. You're my sweetheart.
Okay, it's lunchtime for Deado Girl, so I actually have a tiny bit of sweet potatoes left from yesterday. So I'm gonna give her the rest of these. And I actually just buy them already ready from Whole Foods. So they're organic, cubed, ready to go. So I literally just steam them. I just throw them in the pot with water. And then I have some beets right here that I need to cut up. So I'll cut these right now. She loves beets. These already come cooked, ready to go at Target. Oh, I think I saw them at Whole Foods also actually. So super easy, and these are like really soft, so she can easily chew on those. And she really enjoys those. And so I'll start with these two things, and then I'll also give her, we have some tomatoes that Weston actually cut up this morning. So she'll probably eat all this. Tomatoes is like her absolute favorite. Any kind of tomatoes she loves. So I know that she'll definitely devour those. And then the last thing I'll give her, if she's still hungry, because this girl can eat, are some grapes that are also quartered. So I just cut these grapes up this morning as well. So super easy. I honestly just cut up a ton of fruits and veggies throughout the week randomly, just whenever I have time. And then I'll stick them in these little jars so they're ready to go. And then put them on her tray and she eats it that way. So really the only thing I have to cut right now are the beets.
Today we eat.
Okay, ready?
That sounds like she said that.
There you go.
Every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. Walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise. That with you I feel alive. You will be the last one I think about. When it all breaks down, I'll wait for you right here. And I swear that we got nothing to fear. It's a miracle that you and I are finally here. I saw you walking the line.
Hi. Hi.
So proud of herself. Yeah.
You're so cute.
The last one I think about.
Get it. Get it. That was such a good one.
Okay, let's move on to dinner. This is probably the most elaborate thing, the most time consuming out of everything. But only today because I need to make the sauce that I put on her pasta. So let me show you guys how I make her sauce. This honestly looks like a lot of stuff. It kind of is. And I don't always do it like this. Honestly, she's kind of getting the works today and I'm adding a ton of stuff. But it kind of depends on what I have. And I just literally will look in my fridge and see what veggie to use. So let's go ahead and start. So I'm gonna do basil. So I've already washed it. And I do about, what would you call this? Probably like half a cup, maybe a cup. So I do all this basil. I've also made this with just butternut squash as opposed to basil. I've used tomatoes. Like there's just so many different veggies that you can use. I've used just spinach, but today I'm gonna do some spinach as well. So I'll add a little bit of that. You can call it like a pesto spinach sauce. I don't know. I'm also gonna add a little bit of cilantro, kind of just like a bunch like that. I'm also gonna do a little bit of green onion. Honestly, just adding so many different flavors. She loves these sauces that I make. There isn't a single sauce that I made that she didn't love. I'm gonna do some of this peeled garlic. I'm gonna do 3 of them. I'm also gonna do a little Parmesan cheese. Then some nuts. This is what's gonna make it creamy. So originally I've always done walnuts. So I'm gonna do some of these walnuts. And then I recently got these pine nuts because my sister had made this sauce and she made it with pine nuts and I personally thought it tasted better. The only thing is that I couldn't find organic ones, so we're just gonna use these. Tiny bit of avocado oil. There's honestly almost nothing left in here. Then a little bit of water. I'm looking at this and this portion is actually really huge. So definitely made a lot. Oh, also spices. I like to add oregano. Now on my cooking show, we're ready to blend this little guy up. Oh, also keep in mind, I feel like a good blender really makes all the difference in the world. I will link this one down below because this is what's gonna give it that like creamy, good texture.
Funny, we will find our way back together.
Okay, this is what we got. Let me try it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. So that sauce is gonna go on top of this Ancient Harvest elbow pasta. I actually already have some pre-made because I actually made this for her yesterday. So they're just the elbows and they're cut in half because they are a little big. They're super soft, so I actually really like these. And again, I look at the ingredients, I make sure that there isn't anything else added to it. There isn't like any added sodium. So it's just organic corn flour, organic brown rice, and organic quinoa. So I actually really like these. I found these at Whole Foods. These are actually even delicious like for me, like I enjoy these. I also could use something like this, like some organic egg noodles. This is another one of her absolute favorites. She loves these ones. These are just made with cassava flour. Sometimes I'll even do something like red lentils. I add a veggie to it. So for example, I'm doing that. I'm gonna do some mushrooms with it tonight and eggplant. And then you guys will see, I'll mix it all together and that's gonna be her dinner. Often also add like shredded chicken to it. She loves chicken. And oh, she does like fish. She was a fan of salmon. So also does even do like salmon with the veggies on the side. So it really depends, but we're doing pasta tonight, but I wanted to show you guys different like noodles and stuff that you guys can try, especially something like this. Like this is just lentils. So this is actually like a bean in the form of a pasta or in the shape of a pasta, so.
I'll stay here for as long as I can, through the storms and through the calm. When you smile at me, I slowly begin to realize that you are.
Guys, life is so much easier when Weston's here to help like this. So he's playing with her outside. It's actually really cold out tonight. While I prep Meadow's dinner, so this is what we got going on. It's almost done actually. I would say a few more minutes. I like it to be extra like soft and tender. Then I have my noodles, like I said. That's probably plenty since we're gonna do all the veggies. And then of course, Meadow's favorite part, the sauce. So just like that.
You said summer will be.
Okay, they look super soft and tender, so I'm gonna take some mushrooms, the eggplant.
When clouds roll in and cover the moon, will we manage to stand the ground?
Wow. 2 hands? Okay, she was hungry.
Get lost in faith. And what's an island without a sea? For you, I'll hold the wave. But I will sneak a note in your pocket, and I'll leave with your smile in my mind. Wherever we will end up, I will love it. 'Cause you're mine, 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 mine. And you know I'll walk a million miles.
So to answer just a few really frequently asked questions, I get these on my Instagram a lot, is have I ever experienced any like choking or gagging with, or has Meadow, I guess, experienced that? And yes, she gagged in the very beginning. We introduced solids right at 6 months, maybe even like a week before she turned 6 months. She did gag in the beginning a few times, which scared me a lot. And I knew it was normal from everything I had read. It was totally normal to gag. They have like this gag reflex, and it's actually supposed to be really helpful and teach them how to like swallow their food, whatever. I just got too scared to the point where I actually bought like a little steamer and tried purees. I literally tried them for like 2 days and she did not like those at all. Like she would spit those out. Anyways, so fast forward to around 7.5 months, she started eating a lot better. I realized that I just needed to cut her foods a lot smaller, which is why you guys will see I still cut her food pretty small. I think if you guys read a lot of the baby-led weaning stuff, they recommend cutting like finger-sized portions. And for me, I cut them very, very thin because she grabs handfuls and shoves the whole thing in her mouth. And that's when she would still gag too, because she would literally have so much food in her mouth and the pieces are so big so they could only go down in that one size. Whereas if they're smaller, she could still kind of swish it around her mouth even if she has these huge handfuls, and she could swallow her food better that way. I feel like that was a super long explanation, but basically as a mom, I feel like you know your baby best, and what's working for you might not work for somebody else. So just do what works for you. Do what you feel like is best for your own baby. So for me, cutting things up pretty small is what works best. She eats amazingly, like you guys saw in the video. And yeah, oh, also self-feeding. They're supposed to self-feed. We do feed her oatmeal just because then she goes down for her nap. And I feel like she's just not there yet where she can like scoop up her own oatmeal and eat it. So yeah, that's why we do spoon feed the oatmeal, but everything else she self-feeds. As far as like the benefits, if you guys just kind of do your own research, what I found is that it's supposed to help with like their oral development and their oral skills. It's supposed to help with speech. Like there's just so many benefits. It's also supposed to help them not be such a picky eater because you're introducing different textures. So like mushrooms are sticky, or not sticky, they're like smooth and what's the word? Foamy almost. Whereas maybe like a pasta is more rubbery. So obviously all those different textures really help them, and it helps them explore because they explore with their mouths. So I just thought it was the best option. It's been working amazingly. She's not a picky eater. There's very few foods that she really dislikes. But yeah, I feel like those are like the main questions that I get, the choking and why we chose this. And then just timing of things. So you guys saw all of that in the video. So hopefully you guys just found this video helpful. Like I said, I'm no pro. This is just what I do. Hopefully I gave you guys some ideas of some foods to try or different ways to prepare your baby's food. But yeah, that's gonna be everything. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram. It's always linked down below. And that's it. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.